Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, the first ministerial statement today will be a brief on the attendance of Fiji in the 14th WTO Ministerial Conference. Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, I had the privilege of leading Fiji's delegation to the 14th Ministerial Conference of the World Trade Organization, held from 26 to 30th March 2026 in Yaoundé, Cameroon. This conference brought together all 166 WTO members with nearly 2,000 trade officials and over 90 ministers in attendance. And while these may seem like distant technical discussions, Madam Deputy Speaker, the decisions taken in such forums have very real impacts on our everyday lives, on the prices we pay, the jobs we create, and the opportunities available to our businesses. Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, Fiji's participation at this conference was both strategic and purposeful. We actively engaged across key priority areas including WTO reform, fisheries subsidies, agriculture, electronic commerce, and the dialogue on plastics pollution and environmentally sustainable plastics trade. As part of both the Pacific Group and the African, Caribbean, and Pacific Group, Fiji worked closely with like-minded partners to ensure that our collective voice was heard. We also held numerous bilateral discussions on the margins of the conference to bridge differences, build common ground, and protect Fiji's national interests. At every stage, Fiji advocated for outcomes that reflect the realities of small island developing states, countries like ours that are geographically isolated, vulnerable to external shocks, and heavily reliant on trade for growth and development. Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, the conference delivered one of the most important outcomes for Fiji. Ministers agreed to continue negotiations on fisheries subsidies agreement, FISH 2, with the aim of reaching stronger global rules by the next ministerial conference to help protect fish stocks and support the sustainability of ocean resources. At the same time, several critical issues did not reach agreement, including agriculture and electronic commerce. The moratorium on customs duties on electronic transmissions also expired at the conclusion of the conference. In addition to this, two long-standing arrangements expired at the end of March due to lack of agreement. These include the moratorium on customs duties on electronic transmissions, which prohibits tariffs on cross-border digital products such as software, music, and streaming. They also include certain provisions related to dispute settlement under trade-related intellectual property rights. These issues will now continue to be negotiated in Geneva at the WTO. Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, while negotiations on some issues may appear as lack of progress, it is important to understand that in trade negotiations sometimes no outcome is better than a bad outcome. For countries like Fiji, agreeing too quickly to rules that do not fully consider our circumstances could limit our ability to grow our industries, collect revenue, or respond to future challenges. It is therefore important that we take the time to get these decisions right. Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, as this was my first WTO Ministerial Conference, I would also like to share a brief reflection. There is often a perception that trade negotiations are a bit on the glamorous side, but the reality is quite different. Negotiations run around the clock. Ministers and officials move from room to room, working through highly technical issues, often late into the night. Every word in a negotiating text matters, and every decision having long-term implications for our country. And for a small country like Fiji, this can be particularly demanding. We do not have large teams, yet we must cover many different issues at once. And this experience highlights why it is so important for Fiji to be present, prepared, and proactive. Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, this is where we require skilled negotiators who are experts in specific or cross-cutting subject matter like trade, climate change, and security, which are intertwined with the rules-based negotiations in the WTO. To address this issue, the Ministry is formulating a secondment policy where subject matter specialists within ministries and departments could be seconded to support negotiations in the WTO and to our multilateral foreign missions overseas to support ongoing negotiations on international treaties and agreements. I thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister Ditoka, for your ministerial statement.